Last minute, Sean McDermott makes a bombshell announcement about the Bills, and injury updates have everyone worried. Leave your like, subscribe, share, and let's go. The Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints are gearing up for their Week 4 clash on Sunday, September 28th, and the build-up to this matchup has taken a dramatic turn with the release of Buffalo's latest injury report. While the Bills enter the game undefeated at 3-0 and riding a wave of momentum, the health of some of their most important players is raising eyebrows and creating genuine concern among the fan base. On Thursday, head coach Sean McDermott's update confirmed what many feared: key contributors on both sides of the ball remain sidelined, and their availability for Sunday is in doubt. Linebacker Matt Milano, defensive tackle Ed Oliver, and defensive lineman Spencer Brown were all held out of practice once again due to injuries. These three names aren't just any players, they are foundational pieces for Buffalo's success. The continued absence of all three has sparked a sense of unease heading into a game where the Bills will try to keep their perfect record intact. Milano, widely regarded as one of the best off-ball linebackers in the NFL, suffered his setback during the Week 2 victory over the New York Jets. Since then, he hasn't been able to return to the practice field. His absence leaves a noticeable void in the heart of Buffalo's defense, particularly when it comes to coverage responsibilities and sideline-to-sideline tackling. Oliver's situation is also troubling. The defensive tackle injured his ankle in the lead-up to that same Jets game and has now missed multiple weeks. Without him, the Bills' defensive line rotation is thinner, and their ability to dominate the trenches takes a hit. Adding to the frustration, Spencer Brown's absence could potentially be the most impactful of all. The Bills' offensive line has been a rock this season, consistently giving quarterback Josh Allen time to work in the pocket while also paving lanes for James Cook to rack up rushing yards. Brown has been a crucial part of that unit. If he is forced to miss extended time, the ripple effect could be felt across the entire offense. Protecting Allen has always been a top priority for Buffalo, and without Brown anchoring the line, defenses might find more opportunities to pressure the quarterback. As if that weren't enough, Thursday's injury report featured a surprise name. Defensive end A.J. Epenesa, who was not previously listed with any issues earlier in the week, suddenly appeared. McDermott had not mentioned any problem with Epenesa when speaking to reporters, making his inclusion on the report somewhat unexpected. While his injury details remain unclear, any additional absence on the defensive front would further test the depth of a team already missing Oliver. And then there's the situation with rookie cornerback Maxwell Hairston, Buffalo's first-round pick. Hairston is currently on injured reserve, and McDermott's comments this week did little to reassure fans about his status. The head coach stated that it's a matter of when and if Hairston will return, leaving the door open to the possibility that his recovery could take much longer than initially hoped. On Monday, the Bills technically have the option to activate him and begin his 21-day practice window, but whether or not they believe he's ready remains a mystery. For a defense that thrives on depth in the secondary, the uncertainty surrounding Hairston is yet another subplot to watch closely. What makes Buffalo's situation so intriguing is the paradox at play. Despite being short-handed, the Bills have remained undefeated and looked dominant through 3 games. They've handled adversity, relied on their depth, and leaned heavily on Allen's brilliance. Yet the NFL is a war of attrition, and while winning without key playmakers is a testament to Buffalo's resilience, the question remains, how long can they sustain it? The Saints may not be in top form, but even struggling opponents can exploit weaknesses if the right opportunities arise. If Buffalo's defense is missing Milano, Oliver, and possibly Epenesa, New Orleans might find some daylight in areas of the field that would usually be shut down. Similarly, if Brown's absence disrupts the offensive line, Allen could be forced into quicker decisions and more scrambles, increasing the risk of mistakes or unnecessary hits. The Bills' medical staff and coaching team will continue to monitor each situation, but for fans, the anxiety is real. The injury bug has struck multiple key starters at once, and every day of missed practice brings the possibility of an undermanned roster on Sunday. Still, this is not unfamiliar territory for Buffalo. Over the past few seasons, they've dealt with injuries and managed to stay competitive, and McDermott's culture of next man up has often carried them through tough stretches. However, losing Spencer Brown could be the tipping point. Offensive line continuity is one of the most underrated keys to success in football. When a unit is in sync, it allows the quarterback to play with confidence and the running game to flourish. Disrupt that chemistry, and the entire offense can stall. That's why out of all the injuries on the current list, Brown's is the one circled as the biggest potential blow. As Week 4 approaches, the Bills remain favored and are still seen as one of the AFC's strongest contenders. Yet the mounting injuries remind everyone just how fragile success can be in the NFL. The difference between 4-0 and 3-1 could come down not just to execution on the field, but to the health of the men tasked with executing it. For Buffalo, the hope is that rest, rehab, and depth can keep the machine running. For their fans, the countdown to kickoff comes with excitement, but also with an undercurrent of nervous anticipation. Comment if you think the Bills could win even with these absences on the team. Thanks for watching and see you next time.